Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. I'm your host, Bill Bailey, with a breaking news alert. The march to nuclear world war is being fast tracked by this criminal administration in D.C. They are going to send Patriot missile defense. I believe this will prove true. It's allegedly at this point, but CNN seems to have a good source. So the United States Biden regime is going to be sending Patriot missile defense systems to Ukraine. Folks, we are at war with Russia right now, whether you like it or not. And this is going to up the ante by quite a lot. They seem hell-bent on starting World War III before the Republicans take control of the House. And that's where we're heading. It's just not good. So let me share this article with you. This is one of these videos. You may want to share this. I mean, I'm keep pushing, prepping, and how much more of this do you need before you realize, hey, you know what? We might actually be heading for World War III. The economy's crashing. Maybe we better stock up on some stuff. And if you don't have a lot of money, it starts with 50 pounds of white rice and beans and water filtration. Go to one of the big box stores and start stocking up. So here it is, CNN Politics exclusive. U.S. finalizing plans to send Patriot missile defense systems to Ukraine. These are when someone's shooting a missile at you, these are they don't miss very often. So this will shut down Russia's incoming, but is going to allow the drone attacks that we're giving targeting information to the Ukrainians to continue to pound deep inside Russia. So, and these Patriot missile systems, they're complicated. They're going to send Americans. Americans are going to be there with these batteries. So let me kind of share through this article here. Read through this. So the Biden administration is finalizing plans to send the Patriot missile defense system to Ukraine that could be announced as soon as this week, according to two U.S. officials and senior administration official. The Pentagon's plan still needs to be approved by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin before it is sent to President Joe Biden for his signature. The three officials told CNN that approval is expected. Of course it will be. Ukraine has been calling for the U.S. to send the advanced long-range air defense system that is highly effective in intercepting ballistic and cruise missiles, as it comes under a barrage of Russian missiles and drone attacks that have destroyed key infrastructure across the country. It would be the most effective long-range defense weapon system sent to the country, and officials say it will help secure airspace for NATO nations in Eastern Europe. It is not clear how many missile launchers will be sent, but a typical battery includes a radar set that detects and tracks targets, computers, power generator equipment, an engagement control station, and up to 8 launchers, each holding 4 ready-to-fire missiles. Excuse me. Once the plans are finalized, the Patriots are expected to ship quickly in the coming days, and Ukrainians will be trained to use them at a U.S. Army base in Grafwurf, Germany, officials said. Look, folks, Americans are going to be on the battlefields with these, guaranteed. There's already boots on the ground in Ukraine, from my understanding. Advisors. So there's going to be some American advisors standing by these Patriot batteries. My opinion. Ukraine has been asking for the systems for months, but the logistics challenges of delivering it and operating it are immense. Despite those obstacles, the reality of what's going on the ground led the administration to make the decision. The senior administration officials told CNN, noting the continuing intense Russian missile barrages. Unlike smaller air defense system, Patriot missile batteries need much larger crews, require dozens of personnel to properly operate them. The training for Patriot missile batteries normally takes multiple months, but watch, they'll be on the battlefield in weeks, which means these people aren't trained, so who do you think's there running them? a process the United States will now carry out under the pressure of near daily aerial attacks from Russia. The system is widely considered one of the most capable long-range weapons to defense airspace against incoming ballistic and cruise missiles, as well as some aircraft. Because of its long range and high altitude capability, it can potentially shoot down Russian missiles and aircraft far from their intended targets inside Ukraine. I doubt the Patriot missile system, folks, will knock down a hypersonic missile, my opinion. Previously, the U.S. has sent Patriot batteries to NATO allies like Poland as a way to bolster their defenses and send other weapon systems to Ukraine to assist against the Russian invasion. So the article goes on here, but quoting Blinken here, we're now very focused on air defense systems and not just us, many other countries. Blinken told CNN's Christiane Ampur, and we're working to make sure that the Ukrainians get those systems as quickly as possible, but also as effectively as possible, making sure that they are trained on them, making sure they have the ability to maintain them, and all of it has to come together, and it is. We have a very deliberate process established by the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, woke, in Ramstein, Germany, and meets regularly to make sure the Ukrainians are getting what they need when they need it. So it's full on marching us to World War III. This just isn't going to get better, folks. It's not going to get better. They're just going to keep, and my feeling is they've been assembling a multinational force. Can never remember the little country on the Ukrainian border. My suspicions are they're putting these assets in there to protect the multinational forces that are going to soon enter Ukraine and fight Russians. But I'm convinced we have advisors there right now. And it could be we're going to start giving air support, and so these missile defense systems will be helping with our air support. But the bottom line is, we entered a war that we don't need to be involved in. A lot of people are dying because the U.S. was meddling and trying to nation build and launder money and do God knows what in Ukraine. But we know they're laundering money, and so. Their little money machine, Putin was going to destroy it. So I don't think that this is about protecting the Ukrainians, which I sympathize with. I think this is about them protecting their another nation state they were building as part of their new world order. And Putin wasn't having it. And by the way, he tried to make peace for over 6 years with the Ukrainians. There's been a border war going on. And a little nuance, his Congress or whatever, his parliament, voted for this war. Now, they probably follow whatever Putin wants to do, but, in fact, they did do that. So it isn't just solely Putin. But, this is a sad deal. It's like a civil war. Ukrainians have family in Russia. Russia has family in Ukraine. They speak the same language, a lot of them. A lot of them are Orthodox Christians. And this should have never happened. And peace I believe everybody wants peace. Peace could be had, but no, let's send in Patriot missile batteries. Let's give the Ukrainians Russian targeting for their drones so they can hit deep inside Russia, and let's elevate the game. So, and my feeling is on this, let me know what you think down in the comments, that they're fast tracking this war because the Republicans are going to take over Congress. The House, and I think they're trying to do some stuff before that happens. But this ends badly for the globe. I think we're heading to the last war of humanity. And somebody said, wars never end. That's true. Since the beginning of time, man's been warring. But this one's going to be nuclear world war. And I believe it's going to bring on the second coming. And so there at least won't be any wars for the 1,000 years of peace, right? So give me your thoughts, folks. I think this is bad. I think this is really bad. Um, we'll see, right? Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Again, if you're just new to this channel, if you like the content of this channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to grow this community, give these videos a thumbs up and share them on your social media. As always, Patriots, keep the faith, keep prepping, but we never surrender, we never retreat. Right, forward. See ya.